One that's actually quite interesting, a guy called Kamikaze, who I met, who was actually, do you know Johnny Boy, back when there was the Argentinian
The Argentinian,
team?
yeah.
So Kamikaze was their coach for that, and he actually did a little post about it and said something that he's always done in his teams that actually helps them when they did that run at TWC was because he's always sort of, you know, told everyone, when you die, I want you to call, I want you to look for things. If someone else is in a fight, because obviously it's so much easier. If you can call for someone else, they don't have to push the talk, they can just focus. And it's an interesting system to have in place. But we are finally in Orgles versus WEHAWT as we kick this one off, Ben.
So Boaster lost the kit towards CT is the issue for WEHAWT here. And one thing to note, there is no Stam this game. They've got Brody instead.
Which is...
It's not a bad replacement, but it's another AWPer in my mind.
Yeah, it is. Brody C definitely was most effective with his AWP last season. And actually, I'd say he impressed us, to be honest.
It was hit and miss, I think was my issue. It wasn't very consistent. Like, when it was consistent, they did really well, i.e. that London Lynx endpoint game. But there were some instances where he just disappeared. But it's a good start for Orgles. 3 kills from Jenko already. That A strat has worked out quite well.
Yeah, it's gone quite well to kick the game off. And the reinvestment comes out, and Orgles, they're not messing about, Ben. Already 3 AKs have been donned and 2 UMPs, so a smaller investment to the SMGs there. They are focusing on just closing down these rounds with as much of an advantage as possible. Luckily enough, WEHAWT have been able to field their entire roster as well, so that could actually give them an edge. And Mirage isn't a bad map for them.
In all fairness, I think they do only have the 6 players in the roster, and one of them is Ross. Okay.
Yeah. Ross
so I suppose they fielded everyone.
Yeah, they're going to have
today.
Yeah.
But it's an interesting one for WEHAWT, well, Orgles at least. It will be that sort of pug style. And Boaster, he was doing this a lot when on that XL lineup, if you remember. When during the Elite Series, he would always be pushing A ramp. There was that infused game that comes to mind, the big comeback. And he made a lot of big plays there, but it seems to be such an obvious thing. If you've seen Boaster play this map, he will probably be quite aggressive at A. Typically through Palace. And unfortunately, that goes against him this round already. It's 45.
They take that A site control very easily. You can see WEHAWT not really trying to take the firefights too much. Brody C actually pushes out, clears the left angle, but Dersiak with a deagle in his hands. This is what I've been calling the Polish Punisher, Ben. He can be absolutely outrageous in these pistol rounds. And you've given him a deagle and a golden opportunity to actually strike against you. He kicks it off well. Carcass as well, looking to follow it up with another frag, but Dersiak does go down. Carcass makes Cray just that.
Adam bails Jenko out there, ran out of bullets. It could have been very, very bad if Adam was in a different position. But ultimately, you mentioned the 3 AKs got bought. You've lost 2 of them there. Well, actually, did Adam grab one just in time?
Yeah, I think he managed to save one.
So you lose one, which I guess it's okay. But WEHAWT, they kind of half bought into it. Some players got armor, some players did not. Some of them bought Deagles on the round, some of them bought P250s. But ultimately, the round win is what matters. So you can see 2 MP5s are in and a Mac 10.
Ooh. Heavy aggression towards mid there from Adam, and he's actually gotten away with both of the frags, been able to push through, so it's an A hit. And they've been hitting this A site round in, round out now. It's worked very well for them each and every time. Carcass will get a frag and try and grab that MP5, I believe, as he pushes back up. But Jenko slays him, saves the day. For Jenko as well, it's good to see him back.
Start.
Yeah, it's good to see him back, and it's the fact that he definitely is one of these players, much like Boaster on the other hand there, that if they do get big picks early and they start to give themselves that early confidence, they can soar through these games, Ben. And it's actually quite a detriment that Boaster started off a little bit slowly. The double up setup coming out instantly here. Yeah, that is
he normally is one of those players who's got quite a high sensitivity and
very twitchy,
a bit shaky with it.
You expect to see
not
that on
shaky
Connor,
as
really?
inconsistency either. It's literally he does shake quite a bit when he's playing. Especially glass cannon too. You need to land that first shot, otherwise you are not going to get a chance. The smoke lands jungle is going to be Nap Spurs coming through. Boaster, he's on his own at CT. Dersiak spamming through the smoke to help him, but Boaster's probably going to fall here. Push should come through. There we go. He doesn't even get a shot off it.
Yeah, there's no real chance you can do anything though.
Brody now picks that AWP up as well.
That close in your face, you're just sat there. Gets awkward.
There's no kit in play for this retake. And not many grenades. You've got 3 smokes, which are pretty good.
Oh.
He actually did tag phrase there.
Yeah, it looked like it.
This retake needs to come in quite quickly here, because there is no time when you have no kit. The save, I think, is being called. In fact, they're doubling through CT. Surely there's not enough time.
Well, Nico gets 2,
but they can recover the AWP is the big thing.
Yeah, the time is done for. And actually, they might not be able to recover it, Ben, if they push through here and backstab. The angle is being held by Dersiak, so at least they can't actually scavenge their way through. Nico is going to save that. Frey's left last alive. He just has to run away. that? It looked like another AWP in front of him, which could have been the second AWP, but he doesn't want to save it. Not going to bring that over for that T side. They don't fancy warding the AWP.
It could be that they're recognizing we can just dominate them with rifles here. Right now...
You play fast, yeah.
Yeah, you know they kept that AWP. You can play really fast, and that's one of the big things if you are like that UKPL style like Pug. You can play very, very quickly with rifles and catch your opponents off guard. Because I imagine frustration will play into some of the minds of the other team here as well. So the smoke top mid comes through. I think they're just going to do the exact same thing. Razor's going to throw that same jungle smoke, I believe. And it'll be an upspace from two of the players. Jenko and Brody.
And already,
they're already running straight in.
We're now seeing that pattern because this has been the same site take every round. And it's been working well for them. I mean, there's been nothing that goes wrong. Adam gets the cut off rotate as well. And Carcass, Jenko only just goes down. But on the site, they're still fighting their way through. The only player now is left alive is Connor, just with a CZ in his hands. He's got to rotate around. It's going to be so delayed by the time he actually gets there. This has gone very well for Orgles5.
The big hope here is that he can get that AWP. That was that CT. You can see it there up against the ticket. But I imagine, surely the T-side players will actually take a look.
Especially if he pushes in like this. Just go for it.
I suppose they do have money. Like
Yeah.
It is maximum loss bonus. You've got 2 players on 7,000. They will be able to get AWPs if they do need it. But it's not started very well for WEHAWT. But on the other hand, it was 5-0 on Dust 2. It can change.
Yeah, that's the thing. CS is a level playing field. It can go either way. And in terms of WEHAWT's investment, though, they're going for the double up again, but this time entirely different players. Nico and Dersiak on the AWPs. I've seen Dersiak AWP a few times. He seems pretty damn good with it. That's why it translates to his deagle, I think, so well.
So he's already peeking connected. Doesn't even get a chance to shoot there. They will hold that angle.
Oh.
Janko. He's one of those players with an AK.
He's crisp.
It's hard to fight back against him, isn't it?
He'll take any fight, and he's going to know he's going to win it the majority of the time. And that sort of confidence is hard to play against as well, because it's unprecedented. You never know what angle he's going to take, what smoke he's going to try to push through. It's like a Stewie 2K, because he trusts in himself so much, it's scary.
Yeah, the worrisome bit is thinking back to that game on Cobblestone, if you remember, from Janko.
Yeah.
When he first broke into the scene, there was that highlight clip
Where he just slaughtered everyone at B-site.
Yeah, that series, I think he had like 60 kills in 2 maps. He's one of those players, he can run away with it. And that flash, perfectly timed, but Brody's still going to fall down. There is a kit and play on Dersiak, but he's not got much time here. Unfortunately, he's just taken down by Adam as well. 6-0. Things don't look like they're getting better for WEHAWT. And they've tried double AWPing twice.
And Orgles have still just gone to the A site every round. That's 6 rounds in a row.
Yeah.
They've taken A with Adam taking mid control. And WEHAWT have just accepted it. But the thing is as well, I suppose it's the mind games, because you're like, they've gone 6 rounds towards A. We can't stack it. They're not going to go again. Finally, they're doing something different as well. They're actually going to send 2 players towards mid this time, a 3rd player. So, could be a B take. If they would have gone for the stack here, to be fair, that could have been the gamble. You're assuming they've only got the pistols. They might have gone for the stack gamble, but they didn't.
Hate to see that. I've been a victim of it a few times before myself.
Little popper.
Where I flash myself, and then I die to the guy close, and I just say, there's one under. He pop flashed me. And that's when they look at the VOD and they see, you flashed yourself.
Flashed him, but yeah.
No.
No.
No, trust me. Why would I lie?
He came over to my PC, threw it. All right.
Should have seen it. Distracted me.
Ooh. What's actually quite interesting as well is this is, for some of these players, the last time we're going to see him now before Epic Line kicks off.
Yeah, that's true. Trying to think how many of these will be going.
The full team.
Yeah, CEX are going.
Maybe Fierce. I believe they could be attending.
Yeah, Fierce
Capers and Co.
Yeah, Fierce are. Luzza would be if they redeemed their tickets.
Yes.
But unfortunately, they did not realise. Quite a funny one. That was an interesting one, wasn't it?
Oh.
That looked so weird.
Both still look so laggy there.
And Adam, these rounds technically, they have been quite close. Consider it's 7-0. The T-side money does build up quite quickly. You've got 3 players who are not on great money, T-side, but also you do have Cray on basically 16k.
Well, the
and
thing
Scout's
is,
got 4 bump stake.
only some of them have been able to stay alive each and every round, right? Like, we've seen Fraser and Brody both go down every round they've played. So that's like, the economy didn't really have a chance to build up, but they're still winning these rounds dominantly enough that they're in a good position. Double up setup again, Dersiak and Nico. They're going to keep trying. It feels like one of those where, as much as it is a call that you definitely go for, and I know where that stems from as well, because I remember back even in the Elite Series when Boaster was there and with Ross as coach, right? That double AWP was a crutch for them, majorly. CT side.
It was Connor though. Wasn't it?
That's the thing. It was Connor, and also was it Windansky at the time that we saw pick up the primary AWP?
Wasn't it JChem?
It might have been. It might have been JChem and Connor back then, because obviously this is when they were XL. You
Yeah.
kind of got a little bit of the shell of XL, which is Boaster, Connor, and Ross as the coach. That's the remaining XL players that have stayed there, really. But yeah, that was always such a big crutch for them. They would invest in that double AWP so much that a lot of the times as well, they damage their own economy because it's so expensive. It's really a risky run if you're not actually getting anything back from it.
The weird bit is, though, this is the 3rd round they've had it.
Every round,
They've managed to get it every round pretty much that they've had a bye. But as you mentioned, it's not been working for them. And I like this call from Orgles5 now. So the deep smoke towards short comes in. It's an orchestrated a fast A split. But they're sending 2 players underpass to fake out. You know, they're going to think there's somebody up mid. They'll clear it. But the underpass player will come through, and hopefully they get the drop on a player, whether it's a connected player or as they rotate, which is what you can see right now. So Carcass, they'll hear him rotating towards top mid, but they should be able to get Nico for free. In fact, this boost is even nicer. It's been such a slow round, other than the actual executes, that WEHAWT don't know what to do with themselves. Like, Carcass pushed mid, dies to Jenko and T-spawn. Nico gets shot in the back there. And Boaster under, he's stuck in a horrible position.
You know what? We spoke about Adam. He's actually looking
been really
good.
crisp.
Yeah.
That's one of the big things, isn't it? I suppose if you've got that aim, you can build in the break.
The thing is, right? Literally, as long as you've got confidence, you've got good aim, you can learn so much. If we think about Smooya, that arrogant level of confidence that he has is what sort of set him apart.
It's what his playstyle was, though, wasn't it? You know, with an AWP, if you're that good as well, landing every shot when you need to, you can play like that. And you know, some people will be like, "That's so stupid, though."
But if it works,
but when it's working as it does, that's just the style of play it is, right? It's that aggressive AWPer, and he can develop a passive style play, a defensive style play as well. It's much harder to integrate an aggressive style play into someone.
Because the thing is, you can't really. It's sort of like, I remember you sort of told me this, but it's like with the NBA, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can't teach someone confidence. You can't, like, if you strip confidence from someone, you can't really get it back. But if someone has confidence, you can foster that talent.
Yeah, like it's a weird one. Like, I guess a good comparison would be Luzza, right?
Yes.
So Luzza, not much of an aggressive AWPer by nature. He's always been a bit of a passive AWPer, which is why against Smooya he always liked that battle, because he's in his element. He can
hold those angles.
Right?
He knows Owen's going to peek him.
Yeah, and we were trying to get him to move around the map more, not be as passive. But it's such a hard thing to build in someone, because you can say go for a palace pick or something, but he needs to know when to do it himself.
Yeah.
He needs to get comfortable with that
If he doesn't feel confident with the timing, it's not going to work well.
So Boaster picks up the AWP now. Blast cannon again. Durset with the AWP. That's the first opening kill I think we've seen from them without it being traded so far this game.
It's a nice kill as well. Followed up by Dursiak now towards ramp, and they're switching it up. So we had the push that came through from Boaster as he went for the jump across, which is nice. Dursiak on the close angle by ramp, gets that pick, but he's still there. He's still playing on the close position. It's risky.
It's a bull call to make, and Connor's actually rotated off B as well. So Boaster's mid call, I'll hold B from kitchen. We can play retake. We've got the man advantage right now. So 3 players towards this A site. And Jenko, unfortunately, he gets caught out by Carcass on short.
So this could be the first round for WEHAWT.
It's looking good for them. The issue is if they lose people in this round, though, it's not actually a fantastic win for them.
Ooh. Trade comes back around. Dursiak as well had that angle covered, and that's good teamwork. He just had that angle focused the entire time, watching the back there for Nico, gets the pick. WEHAWT, they get around on the board. It's their first round. The risk they run is that Orgles can completely reinvest. They have cash to play with. However, if WEHAWT lose this follow-up, they will be broken once more. So Orgles, this could be a big one for them. This could set them up to at least knock themselves to, like, what, a 10-1 half? Yeah.
So Boaster makes the cross. And that seems to be the style of AWP he's going for. So quite aggressive, peeking into all the angles. Ooh.
Okay.
He actually lands that through the corner of the wall. Normally, Jenko gets that trade, but unfortunately, because of this short smoke that's further up, he's not able to get it. So they're stalling, they're making sure they cannot be traded when the opportunity comes through, but Jenko gets that first kill there too. Is Boaster actually peeking this?
Oh, Jenko blind as well towards the end.
Yeah, Boaster was waiting for that flash. Unfortunately, Jenko could see the shoulder.
So Jenko's another player like Thomas as well that's very good with smoke fights. He's very effective at knowing through radar when to take the pick, and also just timing in general. Very good mechanical understanding.
Big from Connor.
Oh, Connor normally can step up when he's through the blindness, but yeah, left there, doesn't know what's going on, couldn't cook up a master
They saw him jumping through. Surely, Brody, did he not?
Fraser? Hello, one-on-one.
He doesn't know Nico's out.
No idea. Loses the round.
I don't know how Brody did not they definitely saw him jumping through that smoke. So either one of them just didn't communicate, or neither of them actually took it in, I guess. I'm not too sure.
So it's 14 kills for Jenko and Adam right now.
Yep.
Both of them on 14 frags apiece. Brody with only 3 kills, Fraser with 4, and Cray on 6. Now, Cray's actually normally someone that you see in the kill feed a lot as well. Individually, very talented with a rifle. He hasn't really needed to do much in this game.
I think he is playing that more supporter slash, IGL sort of role, actually taking the calls, orchestrating the team, right?
You would have to. I mean, in this position, you'd probably be the most qualified without Amy being here, I'd say, for that team.
Yeah, it's a case of having, it's all good having multiple voices. It's like the too many cooks spoil the broth, right? So I remember there was a Steel video about that. I think he actually did use that as the title, which is basically, it's all well and good having people able to chime in. Yeah. But you need to have a hierarchy, which in a mixed situation like this, Cray should be at the top right now, followed by Argue. If you put it by experience, Jenko comes in second. But I'm not too sure if he's that kind of player. He's more of a frustration kind of caller, right?
Yeah, it would.
So when you start losing badly, he'll get annoyed.
Yeah, when they start losing rounds, it would be like, guys, we need to do something. You know what I mean?
Whereas some players are more naturally able to just give that information out.
Cray's got that experience leading as well. He's done it before. He knows exactly how to field a roster, especially with a ton of firepower.
No, we two set up Starbot.
Is that Dersiak?
I think so.
It could have been.
It was one of Nico or Dersiak.
Yeah, I couldn't tell which one.
Karka's still alive. Gets like onto Jenko. Jenko in Palace is such a bad spot for a post plant. And Jenko knows that. He just has to face out. It's such a horrible situation to be in. I'd never favour that spot. But Jenko makes it work.
And that's the confidence again as well. You know, normally if a player is trapped in there, kills, you're like, all right, he's not going to face me. He's just going to try and play from Palace. I have to force the issue. He just runs out. 17 frags there. Ooh, nice as well. We can actually have a look at that utility damage as ADR.
Mirage is a tough one for it. That's the awkward bit. But you can see the flashes on that CT. It was something like 25 across the whole board, whereas CT's had about 7. It was a complete difference. That just shows how many AA executes they've done, and there has been players there.
So actually had 77 utility damage as well. So he's just
I
been
imagine
quite
that might have
useful.
just been a strong HE.
Yeah, I think so. We've seen him chuck out a little couple of poppers.
Bonnie's got taser. Doesn't get a chance.
Don't tase me, bro.
I feel like that was one of those rounds where it makes the noise on your screen.
Yeah.
But you're just like, I shot.
Been interrupted.
Karkas gets the kill on Adam, but Trade is straight there.
Oh, Jenko's pumped as well. You can see how he's playing right now.
It's the way people place the crosshair, isn't it? And the actual AD back and forth.
It's the AD and it's the spin. When you get a frag, when you clear angles,
you're ready to fight
can tell. It's like
you're in deathmatch.
Yeah.
It is the best comparison, I think, isn't it?
When you just roam,
ready to fight everyone.
Flick, like, could be someone here, could be someone here, could be someone here.
It's the kind of game where you would be very happy with just being sent out a ramp or something.
Oh, yeah.
Just to take all the
picks and just go, all right, yeah. And that's the sort of role that he does excel as well. He was always one of those players, very confident and very, I don't know, it's weird. It's a hard one to describe because in his personality as well, he is quite a confident fellow. You can see that, you know, he knows in himself what he can do.
Yeah, it's just the weird one where we sometimes cross that line of, so you have humble, which is confident in yourself but not too arrogant.
Chaotic neutral.
Yeah. Then you got your actual just confident. Like, so that's probably the middle ground. Humble is the lesser of that. Yeah. Then you got arrogant confident, which is where
Chaotic
you think you're better than everyone else.
That's smooth,
If we had to put them on a spectrum, something like that, I suppose that is how you do, combine it, right? Things are not going well for WEHAWT though. I mean, they strung those 2 rounds together, but that money, you lose 1 round again, it just goes straight back against you.
I think Mighty Max would be chaotic good. That man's an absolute demon.
In October.
Such a spooky lad. We're going to carve pumpkins like as the month goes on, Ben.
As the month goes on, every week show, just come in and just start curving a bit.
We should carve a pumpkin.
Adam saw him, and that's why you play widescreen, folks.
4x3. It's actually sort of been phased out a lot more now as well, apart from players
This could be rough, them pushing through apps.
I
only got 1 last time.
The XM10.
Guess 1 again.
XM dead. He's dead, Ben. There's Siak left in the 1v3. Can try push over, and Jenko will finish him. Now here's a food for thought. I was thinking, obviously, where the CZ is still very effective right now. So it makes more sense that everyone would try and wield the CZ, right? But we see brief
Some
glimpses of players that use 5-7.
Max is one of those.
Yeah.
I believe Pulses do Thomas. No, Thomas uses CZ.
I wonder what the statistics would be on how many players we've actually seen buy a Tech 9 over the past 6 months. Because I don't think I have seen a single Tech 9.
The only time that happens is when a player comes back for the first time in a while. They've got it on.
Yeah, they've accidentally left it on. Because I was curious about it. I wondered, I was just like, you know, because I literally don't remember the last time I ever saw a Tech 9. I know the reason for why, but it was just interesting of, you know, has that ever been whipped out? Have we seen that at all?
I don't think we have in recent tournaments, at least.
I can't say so, no.
Because I remember there's a website that actually does look into that sort of stuff, like the purchases at events and stuff.
Yeah, because I remember you looking into it for the
It was from
4S.
Leza as well.
Yeah.
Leza asked about how many teams are buying P250 on the T-side pistol.
Okay.
Just to see like how often have
On
people been
average.
doing it. And it was something like 40% around, I think, there would be that buy. So Bosa's look here, this is the same one we always saw during the Elite Series. Unfortunately, he was, you know, a second behind.
Yeah. Ooh.
Now 1v2 though. Cray needs to step up when needed, but I think Bosa's going to drop him.
Yeah, Boaster should actually save the round here. And he will. That's nice. It's a smart round from him, obviously very slow. Nicely fought out. And they will get that. And WEHAWT, they needed as many rounds as they could get here
Actually
towards
as
the end
much
of the
money
half.
as they thought they would. So Cray could have dropped an AK there if he went HG instead of Molotov. He could have given an AK to Adam, who's been playing quite well.
Yeah, because I mean, look, he's on 2,600. He would have had 2,700, he could have dropped it over.
Yeah.
Instead, that's just dead money at this point.
But it looks like the Apps Burst or the Palace Burst will be coming through. But Nico's playing it on the balcony, he's actually peeking it. Ooh.
I mean, at the very
about the timing?
least, someone could have dropped him an SMG so he had nades. But anyway, the trades come back through. Jenko going to get the headshot off as he will trade it back, and they swarm this A site now. But Dirty up with the timing, surely.
Not in his favour there. Karna's taking so much damage. He actually dies in the Molotov. There was a Molotov behind the smoke. Wow. 2v2. Carcass has a lot of grenades. And unfortunately for them, though, Orgles are baiting the pick and actually pulling away.
Just Boaster and Carcass. They're going to be on that site. They're a little bit confused about what is actually going on right now. But there's so much time on the clock.
Yeah, that's the issue, isn't it? As a CT, you retake that site.
Oh.
And he actually got a dink off. That might kill him.
Oh, no. That's huge.
That's a big kill to find, especially when they split off as they did. Normally, you'd stay paired just to guarantee that, right?
Well, the thing is, they were in a 2-on-2 there. If they could have got the bomb down on B without a rotate coming around, it could have been huge. However, Boaster cuts off the rotate. How does he opt to play this one, though? The angle he's in, so important.
Praise is not checking.
Just doesn't even expect it.
Yeah, 11-4 though. I guess if you're Orgles, you consider you have no IGL currently, or no fixed IGL, right?
Especially when you would have been
11
practicing
rounds,
with Imi
it's
there.
fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. CT's a bit easier to structure, especially as I imagine before the game they will have talked about that. They could have just simply been, you know,
Where are we playing?
where's everybody going to be playing, just so we know.
Where are we comfortable?
Instead of having a rush at half time.
Yeah. Because the thing is, you can switch it up a little bit. It doesn't need to be the standard Orgles setup right now. You can try and, you know, make people more comfortable. If Brody's like, hey, look, I'd rather play from here.
Yeah.
You can change things around to actually fit people in. It's the fact it is obviously 2 subs for Orgles as well, and it's looking all right. Like, it looks pretty good.
Funny enough to see that of the people standing in, neither of them have had a fantastic game by any means.
No.
But they haven't needed to, I guess, is the other part of it, right? Jenko and Adam
Yeah.
have been doing the work for them.
Because what were we on? Like 20 kills for Jenko.
I think it was like 22, wasn't it?
Here we are. Oh, it's reset.
Easy.
Yes,
yeah.
yay. Oh.
So they have to get a kill.
Yes.
So I think Jenko had about 22. Adam was on 17 or 18, I think, because he got a kill.
He was close behind there. I mean, they were pretty neck and neck for the most part.
So Krager's CZ grenade, Adam smoke defuse kit, Boaster P250 smoke flash. Okay, so retake A is the call by looks things. I imagine Cray will be going towards B, actually it's 4 towards B. This could be very bad for WEHAWT. Running into, they're actually just straight rushing into it. Smoke come through, I imagine, towards shore, I guess.
Ooh. I mean, they've slowed it down a
They
little
boosted
bit. They've
as
already
well.
been detected.
This could be very bad. Jenko is able to get back towards B as well. The push comes through. There's 4 players here. That needed a lot as well.
Ooh. Frag's going in favour of the CT side, though. Carcass is the only one that's got a kill so far, and it's just left on Boaster.
No armor.
Don't think this is going to be one to boast about to the boys, Ben. He does get taken down. He stained the carpet as well.
That's a really unfortunate situation, isn't it? You know, you get the context would be like, okay, we can do our execute on it. and everybody just gets destroyed. First, the nade takes about half of 3 players. Prey gets the 1, you think, okay, there's probably another one here. Then there's a guy boosts, there's a guy short, you're just like, why is there 4 players here?
Yeah.
You're just confused at that point.
Why is this happening?
So it was a good call by whoever called it on that CT side, I suppose, right? Got the job done. And WEHAWT forcing with a lot of deagles. And Boaster is the player to go no armor and just stay with the Glock. Which usually indicates that he is the AWPer, which I'm not too sure about.
I mean, we did see him pick up the AWP a couple of times there on the CT side as well.
Yeah.
It's just not a role I'd put him in. It's not sort of one where...
He might just be trying to diversify his banter.
Potentially.
I play everything.
Yeah. I do it all. I IGL.
I entry frag, I support, I lurk.
He's
I
like Matt
AWP.
Andrews. He does it all.
Does it all. Every single thing.
Yeah. It's AWP time, baby. Not yet.
Not yet.
Not
He's
yet.
got another round of saving.
You gotta wait, yeah, you gotta wait for it comes through.
One more round. CT side, Fraser. This is the classic USB armor with just, you know, waiting to get some money for the next round and get an AWP in. So he'll be the designated AWP this thing. They're letting Brody rifle instead. This grenade is quite good. Lands right in the front of them. 57 damage onto Connor. Shouldn't really be taking any more fights though. You should try and keep that armor alive. It's all well and good to get this $300, but it's not really worth that armor.
He's just pushing straight in as well. Jenko gets the kill. Eliminates Dirtiak. 14 rounds now picked up for Orgles, and I wouldn't be surprised if we saw another 16-5 here.
For Jenko. Solid.
What's his ADR at? 150?
Oh, so the ESCA system, it's not quite integrated to the panorama. So
Yeah.
ADR, utility damage, and flashes all resets on the half.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. So it keeps the kills assessed, kill assist death, but it loses everything else that was added in panorama. I wonder if they know about that. Thinking about it, because you wouldn't
It
have.
might not.
Yeah.
It might not be something they've looked into.
Yeah. I didn't
Might be
really.
worth a tweet, mate.
Yeah. I've been fixing HLT.
Yeah, I know. You've been single-handedly fixing CS.
I forced him to say it. Jenko's there though. He's going to deal with every single one of them, except for Connor.
Fraser with a headshot. Nearly the follow-up frag as well. It's only one man that remains. It's Dirtiak, and it's a 1-on-3. If they lose this round, their economy is going to be broken. They're going to be left in the dirt, Ben. It would just be one last round that Orgles need to pick up. And if they actually close this out, we would have had a rapid day of games so far.
Oh, he's so low. That spam. If that bit was spammable, it would be great. I think we heard some faint voices. There.
Yeah, someone saying he's hit him so many times, I think.
I guess
Probably
that's
talking about
Connor.
Fraser?
Oh, yeah, because it wasn't Boaster, was it?
It didn't sound like Connor, though. It didn't sound Irish.
It didn't.
enough. Corner.
Could it be this? This is live. It sounded English, didn't it?
Yeah.
But it wasn't Boaster.
I don't know.
They finally get the info on that wide swing. As soon as the info comes out, everybody swing. 3, 2, 1, go.
Maybe it was Adam 9130, the Terminator.
Possibly, I guess. Why would he be saying?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm trying to. It is kind of.
I guess.
So we've had Counter-Strike Cluedo. What's the one where you
Guess
have to?
who?
Is it Guess Who? You have to flick the pictures down.
Does
Has
he
he
have a
got a
moustache?
mustache? Yeah. Does he have a bald head? Is he Scouse? Immy. Yeah.
And here comes that could be an interesting one actually. Guess who is CS? You can get rolls in there. Is he an entry fragger?
Yeah. Is he an IGL? Yeah.
You get some players who cross roll, i.e. like Angel, for example, entry fragger and IGL.
Maybe we should look into that. Counter-Strike board game. It'd be great. Well, Orgles have won.
4.
That was.
That was it was a very uninspiring B-rush, I think is what I'd call that. Because it just, they were dead and gone anyway.
It's like they've gone to the gym and they've got on the treadmill, but they've put it on like the
Walking
number 2
pace.
setting. Yeah, they're just
2 miles an
walking
hour.
along. Yeah, they're on their phone. They're not really, they're not
Watching
really
YouTube
giving
videos.
it. Yeah.